I would be interested what your thoughts are about Liverpool and their current state of play at the moment, with Klopp's comments to the media, the performances. Do you think it is all just missing so many of their defensive players? Salah's through. And he scored. As long as there's no reason to call that off. Salah has just scored. This is why I can't get rid of him. And I think, let's be fair, like, don't get me wrong, Fabinho and Henderson, amazing players. But just, they're not centre-backs, are they? And they've had one of the best centre-backs ever. So there's a mistake. I think that might have been Sabitzer trying to play it to Klosterman. So a back pass from a midfielder to a defender. And it's too heavy. Goes behind the defender. Salah runs in. Takes some touches. Literally watches the keeper. And hits it the other side that the keeper dives towards. So great goal. That is the kind of finishing we want to see from Salah. That is the type of finishing that makes me want to keep a player like him in the side. I think Henderson has been very underrated as far as what he does for that Liverpool midfield. I think when you've got Fabinho and Henderson in there, they're the type of players that can break up play. They're brilliant at passing the ball, but I think they offer the pressing that is important to a Liverpool side. I think with neither of them in the midfield, Thiago definitely isn't a Henderson or a Fabinho. Curtis Jones is new. Wijnaldum, while I thought he was, maybe he is when he's alongside Fabinho and Henderson. So I just think the pieces of the puzzle have been moved too much for their tactic to still work. And Klopp hasn't come up with a new tactic. He's been playing the same tactic and the pieces just aren't fitting together. Because this game, everything's going right, pretty much. So, Supreme, I think Thiago could be good when he has Fabinho and Henderson with him. Because, at least, don't get me wrong, I'm no Bayern Munich expert, but Bayern Munich pressed as well. Maybe not to the extremes that a Liverpool side do, and maybe they played differently, maybe they had different tactics when Thiago was playing. But if they were pressing with Thiago in the midfield, then Thiago can play as part of the press, but maybe he's given too much responsibility pressing in this Liverpool side, because he doesn't seem to press at the right time. He seems to take himself out of the game with his style of pressing. He presses and the ball just gets played around him. So I don't think potentially he's as intelligent at the defensive part of the game and intercepting as the likes of Hendo and Fabinho, which is why I think he's looked so underwhelming, because we know what the ability Thiago has as far as passing, spreading the ball about. He's a great midfielder, and I thought it'd be a great pickup for Liverpool. Yeah, I think Thiago's not playing in his favoured role, which is what you're saying there, Supreme. He's world class at what he does, but he's been asked to do something else, and that's made him look underwhelming. Because I'm very close to letting go of Salah, to be fair. Because you've got the likes of Rafinha, who's just very consistent, Souček, you've got KDB potentially coming back in a City side that are flying. You've got Son. Now Kane's back, Son is an option. You've got Bruno Fernandes, who I've got. You've got Ilkay. Like, while I'm thinking of changing Grealish hasn't really done anything wrong. You've got Maddison and Barnes coming forth, like, as good options. Mane's through on goal here. Another mistake by the defence. And Mane literally did the same goal as Salah. He waited for the keeper to commit to one side and hit it the other when he was through on goal. 2-0 to Liverpool. Like, it's two mistakes and they've just capitalised. Not what you expect from Leipzig. I've heard they were a good defensive team. Again, I'm no Leipzig expert, but great goal by Mane there. Taking advantage of the mistake. Let's watch it back here. So, I think Jones just lofted it forward. And is it Mukiele there? Just tries to clear the ball, tries to dive and clear the ball. He'd have been much better battling Mane for it. So what he does is he's like slide and kick it away, misses it, and now he's on the floor. He's got no chance of catching Mane. Mane's through. If he'd not tried to clear it and battled Mane for the ball on his feet, maybe he could have done better there. But yeah, John, that's the problem. Rafinha, at his price and his consistency, it's making me look at players like Grealish and players like Salah, who are more expensive, and thinking, I could have Rafinha in here. Then I can bring in Kane. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Son, but Kane looks amazing. Every time he plays, he looks like he could do something. Perfect player for a double game week, in my mind. And then, of course, you've got the likes of Vardy, who could be options now, with Leicester, like, they're second at the moment. Could be going for the title. So, yeah, Salah and Grealish on their last legs, in my eyes.